and welcome to the 445 Productive Through Joy show with your host and your boy, Dr. Michael Datcher. Today's show is about, we're talking about, on today's show, identity and productivity. How do you see yourself? And when you see yourself, how does that particular self-framing impact your level of productivity? All right, so that is our topic of today. We have a really interesting and powerful show planned, so thanks for being here. If you are new, please hit that subscribe button. Get all of these videos for free. I did say free. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, free. And see about us also by going to productivethroughjoy.com. We speak to groups, schools, and organizations about being productive through joy. Very powerful narrative-based program. Everyone's life tells a story. Everyone's life has told a story up to this point. Everyone's life is currently telling a story, and everyone's life will eventually tell a story. What story have you been telling? And what story are you telling now? And what story is your life telling now? And what story would you like your life to tell as you move forward? So it's a really innovative approach. Look for us. Again, for those of you who are new, allow me to say a few words about myself. This is your host and your boy, Dr. Michael Datcher. I'm the author of the New York Times bestseller, Raising Fences, which was a Today Show book of the month. Picked up books. Film rights were optioned by the actor Will Smith, whose people called My People. And I eventually agreed to write the screenplay for that particular project. I'm also the author of the acclaimed historical novel Americas, which is set 13 miles from Ferguson, where, of course, Michael Brown was murdered, and, of course, the conflagration that ensued there as well. I am also the board president of the World Stage, a literary and jazz venue called the World Stage here in Los Angeles and South LA. 7 days a week of amazing programming, great 501c3 nonprofit. I think I also mentioned that I'm the author of the of America's book set 13 miles from Ferguson, which interrogates the intersection of race and violence in America. It's about identical twin sons, really powerful. Look for that. My educational background is UC Berkeley as an undergraduate, my master's from UCLA, and my PhD in English literature from the University of California at Riverside. I'm currently a professor of English lit at LMU, at Loyola Marymount University here in Los Angeles. Listen, I'm an expert at being productive. I don't say that to brag or boast, but people are almost always surprised at my level of productivity given how crazy my own personal narrative is. I am the product of an act of violence horrifically committed on a young woman who, my birth mother, who eventually gave birth to me, gave me up for adoption at the age of, when she was 17, to a wonderful single divorcee who was great. And at the time, there was no biological father, no adopted father. Listen, difficult times for a lot of people in that story, including me. But yet, as Kool Modi said, how you like me now, right? And if I can be this productive and be so through joy, so can many of us who are watching this show right now, that really in many ways inspires this show, this work, my own life in a way. I know what it's like, as many of us do, to go through hardship, to come out of difficulty. And when people like us can make it, it just offers encouragement, inspiration to those who come from difficult situations. So that's really one of my own personal agendas in my life work, but also just in this business, is to help people help themselves. All right, so thanks for being here, guys. So again, guys, we're talking today about identity. So let's dive into the topic. Again, go to productivethroughjoy.com. See about us. We speak to groups, schools, and organizations about being productive through joy. Our tagline is human productivity for a more humane planet. What we do. I should also say, yeah, that's it. So let's dive in. And so point one is you want to think about how you identify. You know, there has been a besmirching of so-called identity politics, as if people operating in their racial or ethnic self-interest is somehow a negative thing. But as we know in the history of America, that's exactly what America has done. Certainly white supremacist patriarchal capitalism is the ultimate in the prevailing identity politics, but it's been universalized just to be normalized as just politics. And so people tend to act in their self-interest, which is fine. Uh, but we are arguing that you want to be able to look for the win-win and operate as you operate also as your ethnic identity, which is obviously very important because that is a way that people survive. It's also important, I argue, to operate uh, in a way tied to I would call your primordial identity, which I would call your God self, your spirit self. The idea that, listen, all things are tied to one. We're all related in some way. We all come from, are part of, I'll just call it one spirit. If it's true that all things are simply energy, and energy cannot be created or destroyed, that means that we are all part of the one. So I am arguing for also identifying as that thing, as the primordial energy that's inside of you. Call it God, call it spirit, whatever. But you are a part of the infinite possibility that exists on the planet. That's point one. Point two is, what are the implications of identifying as God, as a son of God, daughter of God, child of God, spirit one, the ultimate oneness? The impact is that the world of possibilities are open to you. Right? All infinite possibilities exist. You are a part of it, but it's also a part of you. You are living in a realm where literally all things are possible, predicated on your work, your belief in that concept, and your ability to, I call it virtualize, but to be able to see yourself in various types of context with the absolute unshakable belief that that thing is already made manifest because it's a part of the oneness, and you're waiting for it to reveal itself, right? That's the powerful thing. Um, and if you can live that as a lifestyle, seeing yourself in the situation that you want to be in, whether it's in a relationship that's of a certain quality, a financial series of goals, an artistic series of goals, holding on to that belief, not worrying about it, but knowing that it's already done, and believing because you know, believing that it's true because you know that you are a part of the one, the infinite, the thing itself. Listen, that will change your life immediately. I've seen it happen dozens of times, right? We're talking about immediate, powerful change. So dig that, which goes right to point three. As it comes to your life, guys, you're going to experience such a high level of joy, such a high level of, you'll be more like this guy. Uh, high level of joy and power because that is possible. All things are possible when you're operating with that particular mindset. So that's it for today's show. Boom goes the dynamite. Again, we air each weekday morning, hella early. Just a teaser. Here at 4:45 a.m. on YouTube's Michael Datcher channel, and 4:45 p.m. on Facebook Live this afternoon. Thanks for being here, guys. We'll see you this afternoon. Until then, let's talk about it and be about it. We are productive through joy, human productivity for a more humane planet. Deuces. Yeah.